You're watching Around Town with Henry Dormann.
We're sponsored by Chemung Canal Trust Company. Trust is their middle name. Service is their motto. They're really nice people. We'll see you in the bank. I'll be in the vault. Ha-ha! Guess where we are? This is, of course, you know the sword, and you know him. And I got a cap from where?
Pokemon.
Pokemon cap. And this is Grubby's Games.
Yep, and I'm Justin Grubb.
Justin Grubb. Can you believe a name like that? This guy's got to make a fortune with a name like that. And what's your name? You're his partner.
I'm Theodore Deitman.
Theodore Deitman.
Yep.
It's a regular name.
It is. It's from
Is this a
Polish-German type of name. So
is this a problem living in his shadow, but Grubb?
sometimes, I have to admit, but I'm the old man in the office, so I'm the oldest one here.
He is the old man in the
I
office.
am the old
we
man
make
in
a
the
lot
office.
of fun of him.
But
Yes.
tell me about what you do. You've got all kinds of games that will boggles the mind here.
Yes, we have everything from Atari to Xbox One. So we start from the games that came out in the 1970s, and we go all the way up to the games that are coming out today. We try and do everything in between.
You know this. Have you ever tried this sword?
I have actually. I harass our employees with it. You know, when they're not working hard enough, I come up and poke them with the master
But
sword.
But this is a heavy sword.
Even if it's
if it's just plastic. For somebody with me, like me, with no muscles, this could be.
It could. It's a workout.
I'm just doing this for show to make a good television. So.
Oh, it looks like you got good form. You know, like you're gonna fence a
I'll
little
put it
bit.
up here for the next couple of minutes. Now you're open when and when.
We're open Monday through Saturday. We're open Monday through Friday 10 to 6 and Saturday 11 to 7.
And if people want information, they can call you.
Yeah, 570-724-1771 is our phone number. We also are on Facebook under Grubby's Used Game Store, and our email address is grubbysgames@gmail.com. We're pretty easy to get a hold of.
You don't look very grubby. You look like a clean guy.
Well, you know, the name's misleading. Our games aren't grubby either. You know, we guarantee everything. But
you give good advice to people when they want to find out about games and fun things.
Oh, absolutely.
Because of all the places we've interviewed, you are really the funnest fun place.
Yes, we're one of the fun places in town. And that's what makes, Wellsboro unique, is that, they're starting to come together. We're having all sorts of stores open up. You got Pop's Culture over on Main Street. You got From My Shelf books.
They look like they're having such a nice time.
Oh, absolutely. It's a lot of fun working here. It really is.
I thought you meant with me.
Oh, that too. I enjoy talking to you as well,
You
You seem like a fun guy. Definitely anybody that walks in and is willing to wear the Pikachu hat has to be a fun gentleman.
Did you hear that story about the who went into the mushroom that went into a bar, and the bartender said, "I can't serve you. You're a mushroom." And the guy said, "I'm a fun guy." Is this bad? And they're laughing.
Not at all. Not at all.
This is prime time television. Can you imagine?
Not at all. We get jokes like that all the time with him,
Well, you should tune into the Thought of the Day every morning on the channel to get a funny line.
Absolutely.
They give a funny line to cheer you up every morning.
Every single
It's
morning?
just a couple of minutes before 7 o'clock.
Have to check
Just
it out.
before Good Morning America. It's guaranteed for a smile every morning.
Every morning.
Every morning.
Awesome. I'll have to
And
check
if you don't
that
get a
out.
smile, call me.
Okay, I'll let you know.
What of all
Maybe I'll send you some material, I got some pretty corny jokes myself.
I
so-
will turn it down.
He does.
I'm looking for good things.
There you go.
You've got here walls lined with all kinds of things.
Yeah, like I
we do.
said.
But you can get anything else that people want.
We can get just about anything anybody wants. We don't always guarantee that we have it in store, but usually we can get just about any video game that was ever made in about a week. I mean, now obviously there's a cost associated with that, but any and every game that was ever made, we can get it for you.
And we do guarantee everything in the store here. Everything has a warranty with it. So we stand behind our product as we
How
talk
long
about
have
it.
you been here?
I've been here since July.
Yep, and we've been open just over a year now, just over a year.
No, I shouldn't ask this.
Yeah, sure.
But I noticed the beautiful array of products you have here, and the other one's more well lit over there.
Sure.
But then you've got red curtains, and there's something hidden behind the red curtains. What's back there?
That is our terrible looking office and warehouse space that we don't want people to see.
And also
it's got our
processing area.
desks and everything like that back there. The processing and everything's back there. So we just don't want people to see that because my desk is never clean, ever.
You have a lot of fun here.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
absolutely.
Yeah, well, we're a game store. You got to have fun. I mean, that's what games are all about.
What's your favorite game?
What is my favorite game? Oh, man. That's a tough question. Probably Legend Dragoon for PlayStation 1. It's an old RPG game, an old role-playing game.
Don't tell me I know nothing about any games.
You never played a game in your life?
I never played a game in my life,
Oh, before you leave, we're going to have to play a game. We'll have to pop in Mario or something.
but I'd win.
Well, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, just because I own a game store doesn't mean I'm good at them.
No, you're kind.
Very
That's
true.
the reason why I said
Yeah,
that.
that's
No.
true. We are pretty nice guys.
Now, who else is working here? You've got somebody lurking in the background.
Oh yeah, we got a couple of employees that work here. We got Brad Mitchell. He's a great guy, and then we have another employee.
Hello,
named
Brad
Zach.
Mitchell. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Sorry you're not on television, but we only have 3 people here.
That's okay.
Okay. Okay.
He's a great guy, though. We're pretty proud of our
And then
employees
our other
here.
employee is Zach Hill.
Yeah, and
Zach, where's he?
he's not working today.
Not today.
The minute
today.
he heard
works
I was
tomorrow.
coming, he left.
Oh, he did, yeah. Literally, when I told him this was happening, he was like, I refuse to be there. He almost quit.
Do you listen to him when he talks?
Usually not.
No,
I usually
he
just.
tunes me
Because he's
out.
But he does the same to me.
He should be a tenor at the Metropolitan Opera. He's got a voice that carries.
But see, that's why I bought
anybody-
into the business, because he sold me. He was like, he's passionate about it. I'm like, I bought him. Okay, the business come along with it, but I bought him. That probably doesn't sound quite right. does
Yeah, I don't
it?
know what he's trying to say, man, that he bought me. You know, I didn't know I was for sale.
The dream,
No, I
the
understand.
dream,
Yeah.
the dream, man.
Yeah, certainly. But yeah, no, it's a fun place. We do all sorts of gaming here. Like I said, we started Atari 2600 and we go all the way up to Xbox One. So we have almost 40 years of video games in this store, ranging from starting right there and then to the end of the store over there. It's about 40 years of gaming.
I never realized that was it. As I said, I know nothing about
Not a lot
gaming
about
at all.
gaming. Sure. But
I
yeah.
know about wearing funny hats.
Well, absolutely. Funny hats are fun.
And of course Yoda.
And Yoda.
Yoda, yes.
Yeah.
We look alike. Now, what type of things do you sell most of?
We sell mostly the retro games. Like I said, we do a lot of the new stuff as well, the Xbox One and the PS4, but generally our best sellers are our NES, our SNES, and our N64 games. We have a lot of Nintendo customers that come in and, you know, they want to relive their childhood. They want to play, you know, Super Mario Brothers that they played back in the 90s when it first came out.
You know a lot.
Well, yeah, I have to. I can't sell a product if I don't know anything about it.
He's a terrific salesman, you know.
Oh, absolutely. But yeah, definitely Nintendo is probably our biggest seller. But we do all sorts of games here. We do GameCube, we do original Xbox, Xbox 360, Xbox One, PlayStation 2.
Are there such a thing as game parties?
Game parties? Yeah. We do actually a tournament every single month that's free for the community. And what it is we generally give away, you know, the top 3 winners get prizes. We hold them over at the Dean Center in Wellsboro. Every single month, it's free to enter. It's family friendly.
Everything happens in Wellsboro.
Oh, absolutely. It's a great town. It's a fantastic town. And we're very thankful to be in this town
Very
because
true.
the community response since we've opened last year has been amazing.
Do you know Julie at the Chamber of Commerce?
I do know Julie, yep.
She is terrific.
She is. She does a great job for the Chamber of Commerce. Absolutely.
Every year she has the best people to be interviewed.
Oh,
And here we go again, you see, with you.
well, thank you. We
thank
appreciate
you.
that.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Thank you,
as well.
sir.
Thank you.
for dressing me up. Don't I look ridiculous? Why do I do this? I know. Anyway, we're here. They're going to teach me a game now.
Oh,
First
absolutely.
game
We're
I
gonna
have
have
to
to play
play.
a game. We're gonna have to
So
play
if
something.
I win, I'll talk to you later. If I lose, I won't see you. Bye-bye.
Now, getting rewards is faster than ever. Open a Chemung Canal Trust Company checking account with our debit card, and you can join our You Choose Rewards program. Simply use your debit card to buy groceries, gas, or just pay bills. You could earn 5,000 You Choose Rewards points and a fast $50 when you qualify. Open a checking account and watch your points add up fast. For details on how to qualify, visit ChemungCanal.com. Chemung Canal Trust Company, member FDIC.
Yeah, it's going down. We about to live it up, y'all. Let's go.
It's a big world, and now we're loving this town. It's our turn, so put your hands up. We on the big screen, and everybody's here living out our dreams. Dreams, whoa. Yeah. Don't be scared, take a chance. Come on, give me your hand. It's time to laugh, time to smile. Now let's get up and dance. Come on, everybody, let's live it up. Let it out if you can't get enough. This right here gon' make you jump, jump, jump. This is home. This is the place. We break it out, we sing it loud, scream and shout. This is home. Hey, yeah. This is home.
Have you ever met an archivist? I thought that was very impressive. This is Nathaniel Bell, who's the archivist of the Mark Twain Center at Elmira College. I've never met an archivist before. You look very much like, doesn't he look like an archivist? He has the beard, must be very learned. But now you got to tell us, what do? You've been here 6 months and you revitalized and put a spark in everything that's here. But what have you got? And especially, what have you got that you can't touch except with white gloves?
We have plenty of that. Basically, an archivist's job is to arrange and describe records and make those records available. And so a lot of what we do is aimed at preserving what we have and preserving those for future generations. So what I'm going to show you is a bunch of stuff we have here. Behind us we have kind of the showcase, I guess. These are our special collections, our kind of rare materials, our first editions. And so these often aren't consulted that much. They sit nice behind a glass case.
You have to be careful of them.
So exactly. So what we're talking about is materials that are of great value. So I know that Joe had talked earlier a little bit about Huck Finn and the first editions of Huck Finn. So what we're really talking about is a huge difference in value based on rarity. So all these books are here because they are rare, and that makes them valuable. So, like I say, from an archivist standpoint, these are showpieces. They're really not meant to be consulted, so we don't often take these out. And I wonder if I can even get my hand behind here. So what we'll see here are different editions, first editions of Huckleberry Finn. And so what we have here is the blue cover of Huckleberry Finn, and this was produced about 20 times as much as the green cover. So the green covered version of this book, oh, and I brought you out the red cover.
It's the red cover.
So
why do they have blue covers and red and green
well,
covers?
they're just different editions of the book. And this one, because it is so much less produced, its value is much greater.
Mm-hmm. Now, what's it worth, for instance?
So I believe the green cover is worth about $30,000.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we're talking about a significant
What about the
sum.
other two?
The other, I believe the blue cover is about 4 or 5.
Gee.
And the red, I couldn't tell you right offhand.
Now we're going to pause for a second. We're going to the other side of this fascinating room, which you've got to see, and look at more secret things. Now we're in another section of fascinating things. And this is, again, remember the archivist, because he's very distinguished. And you've got more, not only first editions, but what you call marginalia.
Marginalia.
What is marginalia?
So marginalia is
Sounds terrible.
are notes written in the margins of books. So Twain was really noted to write in the margins of books, of the books that he read. So when we were given the gift of Quarry Farm, these editions were found at the farm and have Twain's writing in them. So they tell us a lot about Twain's thought process. So as opposed to, I usually like to leave out sort of the first editions. As an archivist, I think those are nice showcase pieces, but this really gets at the heart of what I do and what's important. And that is, this gives us a good insight into Twain, who he was, and his thought process. So I pulled out a couple of volumes and that tell us a little bit more about who Twain was. So let me pull out History of European Morals by Lecky, and I can show you a little bit about, so this was found at the farm, on the shelves at the farm in 1982 when we received the gift. And as scholars stayed at the farm, they made use of these volumes, and they started to notice that some of these volumes actually had Twain's own writing in there. And this one in particular is kind of important because it really does give us a little bit of an idea of Twain and religion and his thoughts on religion. Let me just see if I can pull out a real quick kind of quote that I enjoy from here. Sometimes it's tough because Twain's writing is difficult to read. But he has a section underlined that says, closely connected with the doctrine is the notion that the morality of God is generically different from the morality of men. And in his marginalia, he says, it is pretty evident that God is a white elephant on these people's hands. For different, read worse. So if we go back and read, we read, the morality of God is generically worse from the morality of men. So we kind of get a thought process happening here of what Twain, of Twain's thoughts. And I pulled out one other one that I'll read really quickly. So Twain was really thought to be more of a dark person at the end of his life. And throughout his life, he liked to read what he called his hogwash literature. And that was books that kind of took off on his theme of kids on adventures and things like that. And this edition of Pearl Island is interesting because in it, he really shows his humor. And this was it was published in 1903. We don't know when he read it, but what we do know is that he keeps his sense of humor throughout this volume and makes fun of this author to no end. And so what we see is he still has his humor in 1903.
I think you're a kid on a great adventure.
I am.
Yeah.
I am. This is great.
Now, is there anything else we need to see that you have?
Well, we can look at some letters if you'd like, and we can look at some photographs. I'll let you lead the adventure.
Good, let's do that. We'll pause a second and we'll be right back. Now we're going to look at some of the letters that they have here, all hidden away. Fascinating place. Call him. What's the phone number, by the way, or are you on the web?
We're on the web, but my phone number here is 607-735-1869. Feel free to call me with any Twain-related questions.
Fascinating guy, you got to meet him. But tell us more about what we're going to see now. Are these letters?
So now we're back in the archives itself. This is where my home usually is. And what I thought I'd do is talk a little bit first about, we do have a few Twain manuscripts here. We have The Great French Duel, which is a part of A Tramp Abroad, and we have two short stories that were really never published in his time. You've been a damn fool, Mary, and you always will. And Sold to Satan are two other manuscripts, or typescript manuscripts that were edited. And what we have here are some photographs. So in 1895, when Twain made his around the world lecture tour, he came back from Europe to Quarry Farm, and he gave a lecture here in Elmira, and then went on from here to do his around the world tour. And Pond traveled with him all the way through the States until he went overseas. He was his United States person who helped set up all his lectures in the U.S., and so he took photographs along the way. And this was given to us a number of years ago by the Langdon family. And what we have here, this is going to be difficult to show, I think.
Well, these are photographs of what? Him?
Of him on the lecture tour. So what we see here are some great pictures of Twain on the boat. We have him in various stops along the way.
And how about the letters?
The letters, all the letters that we have of Mark Twain are actually out in the reading room on display. So we have about 30 letters written by Twain to Twain, and a number of signatures in the collection. Now, this actual notebook is a little bit tougher to see. We actually have all of these singly reproduced, and we have a number of photographs of Twain at Quarry Farm and at the study that are original prints that are owned by the college.
And all of these can be seen by anybody who wants to come by and contact you.
Yes, please do. And I will say, as a profession, we are moving towards greater transparency just in general in this profession, and we're trying to make things more digitally accessible. So you'll be catching us on the web here shortly. Thank you.
I have to say thank you very much. white gloves. He is really fascinating. The place is fascinating. But when you meet these people, they really tell a story that's colorful, of a very colorful fellow.
Certainly.
And he's a colorful fellow, too. I'm going to be in one of these, what would you call those? Alleys of books? What are these things called? Alleys of
Stacks?
books? Stacks. Well, that's a simple thing. I'll be in the stacks. See you soon.
Now getting rewards is faster than ever. Open a Chemung Canal Trust Company checking account with our debit card and you can join our You Choose Rewards program. Simply use your debit card to buy groceries, gas, or just pay bills. You could earn 5,000 You Choose Rewards points and a fast $50 when you qualify. Open a checking account and watch your points add up fast. For details on how to qualify, visit ChemungCanal.com. Chemung Canal Trust Company, member FDIC.
Don't wait. Communicate. Make your emergency plan today.
Okay, so we drowned the fire, stirred it, drowned it again, and now just feel if it's cold.
Yeah.
Cool.
Smokey just gave me a bear hug.
I know. I already posted it.
Are you ready for something good? This is a secret place. We are in the outskirts of Elmira with Jeff Denierio. Did I pronounce that right?
Denierio.
Denierio. And this lovely lady next to you is?
Mia Devlin.
Mia who? Louder.
Mia Devlin.
Good. We need to have her name because she is the chief financial officer of his company. And they make the most interesting, what would he call it?
It's Denierio's 3-in-1 Italian dressing.
And he makes this himself in glass bottles. No plastic. The real stuff. I just had some and it's delicious.
Thank you.
But tell me, this repast is something you eat every day, which is why you look so healthy.
Oh, well, thank you. It actually goes back many generations. Our family started it, and it was from humble beginnings where they had used it as what they called a concoction. And they would marinate stuff with it. They would dip bread in it. They would use it for many different things, throw it in your meatballs, a meatloaf, anything of that nature. And over the years, I always paid attention, and when it came time to my mother to have it kind of handed off to her, I then, always being with her, saw what it was and all the things it could be used for, and I've taken it now to what I think that they wish they could have done all those years ago and made it into the whole product.
Where can you buy it?
So right now we have it currently served at Curly's Chicken House, R3 Regale, and the Woodhouse Stadium Grill in Corning. And people can go buy it at Connor's Mercantile in Corning, the Sausage Maker in Horseheads, the Christmas House, and the Cottage Gift Shop here locally in Elmira.
No wonder she's chief financial officer, huh?
She speaks well.
And you're going to expand into Walgreens or whatever?
Wegmans.
In the future, yeah. Right now we just want to keep it local and have the community share what a great product this is. But down the road, in our 3, 6, and 9 90-day game plan, then yeah, eventually you'll see this in Tops and Wegmans. So we are working currently with Tops and Wegmans right now.
And you make it yourself?
It's my recipe with a little twist to it, going back to, as I said, with everything they had, but from humble beginnings didn't quite have those particular recipes that are now available to me and can put them in it. So from Brooks out of Oneonta, New York, they bottle it and then we distribute it.
Mm-hmm. You must have a lot of fun.
He's
He's also in the detailing of automobiles, which is another sideline. You have a lot of sideline. You can loan me money.
I probably could. Or you could loan me some. But as far as fun, it's all work. Just trying to accomplish, the American dream and This is something that I know that everybody in our family would have been proud to see, reach that point where it's everything they wanted it to be.
Now, if somebody goes to the supermarket and they don't have it, and they want to get it there, who do they call?
They could actually call 737-7895. That's our detail shop. And then someone could help them there. It's area code 607. Or they could go to the places Mia has mentioned, and they do have it there.
You got a website?
We actually started it out as a page. It's Denierio's 3-in-1 page, but it took off so fast and so big that we've just stuck with it. We have not done any type of a website. This has been very successful for us with doing this. So we had actually thought about turning it around into it, but there isn't any need at this point.
Yeah, we had the website up for only maybe about 30 days. In the first week, we had about 9 people join the Denierio's 3-in-1 website on Facebook. And from there, within a week, we hit over 1,000 people.
Really?
Within 1 week. So
you're keeping track of all these people.
We are.
I have a private question to ask. You have a detailing business.
I do.
And this must require a very steady hand.
It does.
And can you do that yourself? Do you need tools to make it all straight?
Well, I have my sons
For instance, at my age, as I grow older, I'm starting to get a little shaky in my right hand. So I'm not going to be competition for you.
You could still detail. You could still detail. I have my sons to do a lot of the actual detailing. What I do now is concentrate on the motors, some of the painting stuff that needs to be done, frames, leaf springs, tow packages. I do motors, some of that type of stuff with the wet sanding and the buffing.
I don't even know what that means.
If you have a scratch that a body shop might charge you $300 or $400 for, you could bring it to me, and I could actually wet sand and buff it out for you until you have a nice day.
Really? For a little bit of the cost?
Or none.
Or none?
Because a lot of times they just come right out.
Really?
So that's how we built the business, on honesty and trust, and just trying to help people. That's what this is all about. A lot of it is offering stuff that just is a way to give back to the community.
What are you going to do after this? What's the next product?
I have so many of them that truly I don't know. I think after this is said and done, we're going to kind of sit down, see where this takes us, and then go from there.
You put this wonderful array of cheeses and marinated chicken and bread. You don't eat like this every day, do you?
We use this product every day.
That's a diplomatic answer.
We use it every day.
Every day?
Every day. Whether it be on a salad, if we have pasta and have a side to dip Italian bread into it to enhance your palate. If you're having meatloaf, if you're making meatballs, you put a little splash in there. It's great for in the summertime if you're grilling out. Pasta salads, regular salads. I don't mean to repeat myself. If I have, I apologize. It's endless. In fact, by saying the 3-in-1, we've had people actually approach us that they said it should be all in one, because I haven't found anything that you can't use it for. And I had been told at one point that you can't even fix broccoli with chocolate. We poured this on broccoli, and it's the best broccoli in the world.
Really?
You should try it.
Okay. He's a lot of fun, and it's a wonderful thing to try. If they need to call, give the number again. 607-737-7895. Denierio's 3-in-1 Italian dressing. Should we ask for you or for her or both?
You could just ask for the dressing, and someone would be glad to help you.
One-stop telephone call. Now, when you get there, if you have to go, but call first. When you get there, I will be there sipping some of these products because they've made a whole luncheon for us, which we are now going to eat. I'm sorry we can't invite you, but there you are over there and we're over here. In any case, I'm going to eat on your behalf. We'll see you soon.
Thank
Ciao.
you.
You're watching WENY HD.